Throughout working life, there are some things you can be sure of. And you can be sure that from July, KiwiSaver will be available.
In 2007, New Zealand didn't just launch a savings scheme, it made a confession. It admitted that somewhere along the way we'd stopped planning for the future. That superannuation, once a safety net, had become a ceiling. That too many Kiwis were working until the day they couldn't and had nothing to show for it but a government check and a shrinking sense of dignity. So we built something. We called it KiwiSaver, a national solution to a personal problem. It was clean, automatic, predictable. You'd enroll when you started a job, you'd save without thinking, and your boss would chip in, and so would the government. And one day, when the pace of life slowed and the bills didn't, you'd have something of your own. It was never just about money, it was about freedom, security, pride, the idea that your future could be shaped not by chance, but by choice. But like all good ideas, it aged. Today, Nicola Willis has rewritten the terms of that original promise, not to end it, but to adapt it. Because when a country grows, so do its pressures. Budgets tighten, priorities shift, reality intrudes. Starting April 2026, your default contribution to KiwiSaver will rise from 3% to 3.5%. By 2028, it becomes 4%. It's a quiet escalation, not sudden, but firm, a signal. Employers will match that increase. The government, however, is pulling back. Its annual contribution, currently 50 cents for the first 1,000 or so bucks you put away, will now just be 25 cents. And if you earn over $180,000 a year, it won't contribute at all. This is a signal here, and it's getting louder. You've got enough, now act like it. At the same time, 16 and 17-year-olds will be welcomed into the system. Finally, they get a government support starting in July 2025, an employer matching that contribution a year later. It's a move that says start young, think long, and grow up faster. So what does this all mean? For the average New Zealander, it means saving more out of every paycheck, even as groceries go up, mortgage rates squeeze tighter, and every dollar feels like a hostage negotiation. But in return, you'll own more of your future. Your KiwiSaver balance will grow faster. When you turn 65 or buy your first home, that number on your statement might finally look like the life you dreamed of, not the one you settled for. It also means less reliance on government kindness. That era is shrinking. Today's budget doesn't offer comfort, it offers clarity. For young people, especially those stepping into the workforce, the door is finally open. They'll learn early what most of us learn too late, that every dollar saved at 16 is worth far more than one saved at 36. This change could define a generation's relationship with money. For businesses, the message is more complex. You're being asked to give more, quietly, gradually, and then permanently. That additional 1% match may not look like much until you multiply it across payrolls, departments, quarters. For some, it's going to sting. But here's the pitch. You're not just funding retirement, you're funding loyalty. You're telling your staff we're in this together. And in a labour market where culture is currency, that matters. Of course, you could resist, cut elsewhere, shrink benefits, but you'd be shrinking something else too. Trust. KiwiSaver isn't broken, it's evolving. The scaffolding is here. Save a little, earn a little bit extra, build something bigger than yourself. But the paint is fading, the government is stepping back, and the rest of us, employers, employees, kids just starting out, are being asked to step forward. This isn't the end of generosity, it's the beginning of accountability. Because in the end, retirement doesn't care about politics. It doesn't wait for perfect timing. And it certainly doesn't reward people who leave it to chance. KiwiSaver was always about one thing: tomorrow. And today's budget is asking a question every Kiwi will have to answer for themselves. How much is your tomorrow worth?